What's going on, guys? This is Nate from the Scrub Academy welcoming you to another episode of our YuGiOh Master Duel Solo Mode series. If you haven't seen the previous episode, make sure to check up in the cards. I will always link the last episode up there for you guys. That way you can see that one prior to seeing this one. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome to the Scrub Academy. We play really bad decks and we make lots of misplays. Make sure to note those down below in the comments so we know exactly when we misplay. But if you have not seen any of our previous episodes of our solo mode, let's go ahead and check down in the comments. I will pin it for you guys so you can actually check out the entire playlist of our YuGiOh Master Duel Solo Mode series. You can see the entire thing in its entirety and see exactly how we progress throughout the story and see all the scenarios that we get to run through so far. And today we are jumping back into the Legend of the Star Heroes. So that is going to be the World Legacy cards. So there are two different gates, it looks like, in here. We're still on the first one and there is a little bit to go through still. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump into that and we're going to see if we can actually finish up the rest of at least this portion of the gate. So it looks like the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to get a scenario, and then we're going to get two duels in as well as a practice. We're going to see exactly what we can do here, but first let's go ahead and jump into the first scenario. I love the scenarios. And so began the journey of Aurum and the party in search of the World Legacy. Although the party was on a mission to save the world, as their first time in the outside world, everything they saw and heard felt fresh and vivid. No matter how many crawlers would appear, Aurum and his friends would fight them off, and they did for several days. How long must they have walked with Lee as their guide and the world Chalice as their beacon? A humid wind caressed their cheeks. Before the party lay a vast swamp. A great artifact was submerged in the muddy expanse. The giant armor laying in the bog was one of the express purposes of this trip, the world legacy known as the World Armor. However, they found more than just the world armor there. Not only on the surface of the armor, but also on the inside, dark figures squirmed. Like ants on the corpse of a dead insect, crawlers swarmed on the world armor. Their number was countless. From a red monocular emanated a bizarre light that filled the party's field of vision. The horrific sound of the crawlers' metal hides scraping against each other united into a thunderous cacophony, as if the earth was shaking. They want to challenge me today. Standing before the three were superior specimens possessing power far greater than the crawlers that had crossed their paths previously. Witnessing an overwhelming sight, the party decided it was reckless to try to break through from the front. On Lee's suggestion, the three friends dared not engage, but instead headed for the world armor. And that is our first scenario. Alrighty. We ended up getting 3 of the World Legacy Heart there. And we got our first duel. Let's go ahead and we'll see what we got going on here. So regardless of whether you deal with the Crawler Link monster by effect or battle, the effect of special summoning 2 Crawler monsters in the graveyard will be activated. To prevent this, use tactics such as destroying the heal spell World Legacy in Shadow and negating the Link summon itself. So we do get 2 duels here. We're going to get one with the Loner deck, so they're going to give us a deck to use. Usually they give themselves really good cards and give us really bad cards. We'll see if that happens here. And then we also get to duel it again with our own deck. So it looks like I got 2 Solemn Strike, a Draining Shield, a Calm Pulse, and a Reinforcement. I don't even know what I'm playing yet or what's inside this deck, so let's go ahead and we'll activate that Reinforcement first. Hope they don't have an Ash. Looks like we got one of the Beckoned by the World. It's the only one that we can actually add. Alright. So we can do one of 2 things here depending on what we have. So we have Imduk in the extra deck, but we don't have anything else that we can really do with it. So literally we would just link in Imduk and that is it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to normal summon Beckoned by the World Chalice, and I'm just going to set lots of cards and hope they don't have, which they will. They're going to go ahead, they're probably going to have either the Heartbeat Feather Dust or the Lightning Sword. They're going to have one of the 2, and it's going to really screw me over. We're going to see which one they get here. None. Okay, so they did summon here. We got the Cross-Sword Beetle. So while you control an insect-type monster, if an insect-type monster you control attacks a defense monster, and inflict piercing damage on it. So we do have, we can't really, only thing we could do is that for now. Ooh, we could compulse that back if we wanted to get some damage in. I'm not really about that though. I want to get into another monster. Alright, so what we can do here, let's see. We'll see if it allows us to do it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to link into one here. We're going to go into the Imduk. Get that going first. And then we're going to summon the World Chalice Guard Dragon. And that should allow us to go into Aurum. We'll go ahead and we'll normal summon the Aurum here. And we can link again. We're going to go into the Aurum here, which will allow us to get over the top of this. So we don't get anything in the Imduk because we don't have any other normal monsters, which is fine. I don't really care about that right now. We could compulse this back if we wanted to. But we are going to just go ahead. We will go ahead and enter battle phase and attack into this and see if he does anything. He's not going to, so we're just going to let his monster get destroyed. That's okay by me. I'll take that. We will go ahead. We will set one face down and just end our turn there. Alright, so he's activating Burst Rebirth. So paying 2,000 life points to target one monster in the graveyard and special summon it. Okay? So he's just going to set this face down. He doesn't actually get a effect when it's still face up, so I'm okay with that. I should have checked his defense, but I should be able to attack over that. Alright. That's fine. If he links into something, we're going to strike it, though. Ooh, that's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. Ha 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 ha! So if he attacks, I'm going to compulse it. Yeah, we're going to go ahead. Oh, actually. Ooh, we can just Draining Kiss that. Yeah, or Draining Shield that. So we'll gain that life points instead to get the attack. That's nice. Look at that, 10,500. I like that. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Follow the Haunted. I wish there was a way that we could get rid of this, but we can't really... I wish there was something better for us than just compulsing it next turn when he tries to attack. Because the best thing we could go into is Ningarisu, but we would need 2 links, 2+ links. We need another link on the field. So I guess we could like... Yeah, we'd activate this, banish it to special one. But that's all we got because we have to link into an Imduk, then link into an Ningarisu, and then we can't send 2. So we're kind of SOL right there right now. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll attack into this for now. Get that off the field. Main phase 2, we are gonna set the Call of the Haunted because we can do some major stuff next turn. So we can compulse this if we need to if he attacks us. Then we can Call the Haunted back to the Imduk and then go into the Ningarisu. Or yeah, Ningarisu. Why don't you link into something? I want you to link into something big here. I don't want to waste those just yet. Okay, so he's gonna attack right there. We're gonna compulse it back. That way he can't attack with it. I want you to start doing something here, like with these guys. We're gonna wait to do that for now. What do you have in your grave? Anything I care about? No. Let's go ahead. We will Call the Haunted. Bringing back to the Imduk. We can then go into our link 3 here, Burning Grisu. Right here. There's 25. He doesn't get anything, that's fine. I get that. We're not gonna strike our own monster, that's dumb. We will go ahead and activate this, bringing back our Auram. Go ahead and put that right there. Alright, so from there, we could activate that effect, we're not going to though. We are just going to go ahead and go into battle phase, attack over these 2. And then if he starts bringing out his world armor again, we're gonna have to strike it. Just because that's like, we don't really have anything we can do with that so far. I will not do that. Alright, so we're gonna hold on to these for now. And we'll use them if he tries to bring anything out that could possibly hurt us. And then if we have to, we can use this during his turn. Ooh. Oh, that's... he's activating an effect, so we can go ahead and strike it. We'll go ahead and pay that 15, which we gained earlier. So, we're not really losing anything. Getting rid of the world armor. I like it. Our turn. Ooh, we already won. Haha! Look at that. Look at that. And I was nervous for nothing. I was nervous for nothing. Back into with these 2. And it's game over. Alright. Okay, so we got done with our first one here. We do have, well, like 3 more duels, I think, because we're going to have to learn about more stuff here. Alright, so let's go ahead. We will Get ourselves 3 Alroms here, so that's good for us if we ever actually want to play that deck. And we do have to play this one more time with our loner deck. Now, we are still playing with the Monarchs, guys. You haven't told me another deck to use. I think somebody requested that I use Cleave for the rank duels. So I am going to be putting that one on the poll, but make sure that you're going to leave down below what you want me to do when it comes to playing. Like, what am I going to be using for rank duels? Am I going to be using Cleave? Am I going to be using Fluffles? Am I going to be using Monarchs? Am I going to be using Synchros? Like, let me know down below in the comment section of these videos what cards or what decks I'm going to put into the poll so you guys can vote for it and really help me figure out what I'm going to be playing. Alrighty, so he did summon out his Howling Insect, which we can tribute without destroying it, so he can't special summon, and we got that as well. Let's go ahead. We will activate our our Pantheism here. We're going to discard another Pantheism to draw 2. Not going to change anything. Got a return here, so this is interesting for us. One thing that we can do now is activate this Tenacity, revealing the Aether. So what this will allow us to do is add the Domain to our hand. So Domain is going to allow us to lower our level of our Aether. We'll go ahead and activate that, revealing the Aether, lowering it down to level 6. We can then activate our return, and instead of destroying this, so he gains a special summon. We can tribute it off with the Stormforth, allowing us to get rid of it without having to worry about him getting that special summon. We'll go ahead and set it right here. We'll do activation of return 1, so we can add. Let's go ahead. We can add the. He likes to have things set, and we don't like that much. So let's go ahead. We'll send Prime and our third Pantheism. Let's just get those all out of the deck. Why not? And that will special summon a Ryza, because Ryza will allow us to send his set cards back. And then return will allow us to add an Aether Abyss. Let's do that route. Yeah, okay. So, good to go there. Let's go ahead and we'll attack real quick. Solid 56, as long as he doesn't have anything to stop me. Playing with Monarchs is almost like a cheat code, I feel like. A lot of the time, like, you have to struggle with their loner decks, but then when it comes to, like, using your own deck, especially Monarchs with how it locks you out of the extra deck and you can't do anything, pretty nice. A little cheat code there to help you get over these decks faster and not have to struggle. Because we already know that when we get to the final deck, we're going to struggle a lot. Alrighty, let's go ahead. We will see what we draw here. Into the Stalos. Okay, so what we can do here is we can normal summon our Eidos. Eidos will get this additional summon. We can go ahead and activate our Domain, lowering our Ryza's level. Then we can tribute over our Eidos for our Ryza. And that will send this back, and that should be game over. And we can just send back our Tenacity. And then we can also activate that as well. I forgot about that. Get our return going, and then we can search out like a Mobius just for back throw if we don't win this turn, which I think we do. So we shouldn't even have to worry about that. But we're gonna find out in 30 seconds. Not even. Alrighty, let's go ahead and we'll attack the 56 again. We'll see what happens. Nothing. Alright, cool. Not even 30 seconds. And we're already done with our first match. I like that. Or I guess our second match of the day. Alrighty. Quick and easy. I like it. We've gone ahead and completed that. Let's go ahead and let's grab our goal real quick. This is going to do our last scenario. So let's see what our last scenario is before we do unlock this and go into our last duel. With the world armor in front of them, Auram's party became blocked by a swarm of crawlers. No matter how many monsters they defeated, a new swarm appeared, trampling the debris of the fallen. Now divided, the party struggled. The seemingly endless battles had whittled the party's strength down to almost nothing. They were unable to advance, but retreating wasn't an option either. They had no choice but to fight until all strength was gone. Just then, as Auram and the party were about to collapse, Lee called out to them. By defeating the superior X-Crawler, you should be able to halt the movements of the other crawlers. In the midst of the battle, Leah discovered that the X-Crawler was the commander of the crawlers. Trusting Lee's insight, the party pierced through the siege and closed in on the X-Crawler. Ah! The X-Crawler resisted fiercely, but they channeled the last of their strength to defeat it. Just as the commander collapsed, the swarm of crawlers surrounding the party suddenly stopped moving. Greatly wounded, Auram and the party finally arrived under the world armor. But there were more than just crawlers there. 7 colors of light suddenly shone down from the heavens. There appeared the 7 knights. The figures before them were metallic and emitted a radiant glow that enveloped their bodies in a lustrous light. The mech knights who ruled over mankind and all of the world had now descended to this very place. Auram and his friends found it difficult to describe the figures with mortal words and could only stand frozen in their otherworldly presence. Then, suddenly, the mech knights reached their hands out silently. A mysterious energy sprung forth from their hands and began to shroud Ib. Ib was exhausted, no, completely spent. The magical barrier provided by Ib had no resistance to the force field. The rest of the party desperately struggled to rescue Ib. However, with the same light from which they appeared, Ib and the 7 knights vanished without a trace. Lee cautioned of the danger if Ib's wand were stolen, and the other world legacies fell into the wrong hands. Auram and his comrades set out to rescue Ib and recover the next world legacy. Holy crap. What a scenario. That was intense. Alright, so we got ourselves 3 world chalice there, and we cleared out the gate. Alright, so we got ourselves a new pack. We got the Cosmic Mechanical Cosmics, I believe it was, so we can actually go and get Meg Knights if we wanted to. I'm not a huge Mech Knight fan, so I'm not really too worried about that. We do have one last final duel here. We can't even do... Oh, there's going to be some new other Neuteria stuff. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead. We should be able to unlock this. Yes, we can. And we're going to jump into a practice duel. So let's go ahead. We're going to learn the ins and the outs of the Crawlers deck. So now that we've played World Legacy against the Crawlers, now we're actually going to be playing with the Crawler deck. Should be interesting. I've never really played them. I had ideas to play them in the past. I tried it out. It didn't really work out too well for me, but we're going to learn it now together. Alright, so what makes a Crawler deck unique? Crawler monsters have special effects that activate when they flip summoned. They also have a very handy effect that allows you to special summon 2 other Crawler monsters when one of them leaves the field because of an opponent's attack while face up. Crawler Link monsters also can also similarly special summon 2 other Crawler monsters when destroyed in battle. So when you get these link summons in, you'll be able to stick to your opponents like glue as you fight. Interesting. Alright, so let's see what they're going to make us do here. Nothing. They're not doing anything. Interesting. World Legacy in Shadow. So, utilize the effects of World Legacy in Shadow to set Link Summon X-Crawler Qualiarch. Alright, so we're going to go and activate this first. So all Crawler monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower insect monster from your hand in face up or face down defense position. When your flip monster is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster, you can send that opponent's monster to the graveyard. Alright, so we'll go ahead and activate that first. Now we can utilize that. So we'll go ahead and activate the effect. Select one to special summon. Let's go ahead and we'll special summon Spine and face up defense. And I think we're probably just going to normal summon Dendrite. I like how it says try summon it. Like, oh, we can't do it. It's too hard. Alright, so let's go ahead. We can go into the Qualiarch. Link to 2000 attack. I didn't get to read this effect, but we're going to probably get to that in a second. And then I'm guessing we're just going to monster one of those back. That way we win this turn. Alright, so X-Crawler Qualiarch has different effects based on the number of Crawler monsters on your field. Special summon Dendrite with Monster Reborn. Alright, so yeah, we are going to be using the Monster Reborn here. Alright. Alright, and then all we have to do is attack directly. Always attack with the one lower, just in case they have that Gorse. Alright, we didn't really learn much there. We didn't really use any of their flip effects. We just kind of learned about the field spell, but that's fine. We do now get to go ahead and take on the duel. We got 250 Earth Orb, which is interesting because we keep getting all these orbs, even though we should be on the last gate. But we'll see. Alright, so now we gotta use, let's see, so if there's a Neuteria Synchro monster, the effect of your card will be negated. Pay attention to the fact that there are many Synchro monsters with low attack. Try to summon monsters with high attack power like Link monsters, and let's break the situation in battle. Alright, so we're gonna be using a loner deck first, probably this Crawlers against Neuturias, I'm guessing. And then it'll be a really easy time when we're actually playing with our deck. Alright, so they're going first here. Ooh, Tridangles? I've never even read these cards. I'm gonna be honest with you. Never even read a Triangle. Okay, so we got the field spell here. Hopefully we can do something. Let's go ahead and we'll activate that first. So each of these has different effects. So when he's flipped up, you can target up to 2 in your graveyard, add them to your hand. That doesn't really do anything for us. Dendrite, you can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. That's interesting. So these, you can special one flip monster from our hand or graveyard. So I like that. Being able to kind of hopefully get going with that for us. And then we also got this. So we take damage. Well, you have 3 or more Tridangles in the graveyard. You can destroy the attacking monster. But we don't have 3, so we're going to go ahead and hold that in our hand. That's all we got. I guess we could have done the Dendrite Ravnier into the Qualdark. But we'll wait on that. He didn't even get to flip. That's exciting. I'm super excited about that. We're literally having a good time. We are literally having a good time. I always knew that we were going to have some issues with the final battle, just because it is the final battle. But, alright. Receptor. Alright, so let's go ahead. We can just go ahead and activate our Shadow here. We'll special the Dendrite out and face up defense. And then we'll normal summon the big boy. Let's see here, 2 Earth monsters. He can't, so monsters he complains to can't be destroyed by battle, which is nice. What else do we got? I'm guessing Qualdark is going to be the one that we're going to want to. 2 flip monsters, so that's interesting with Subterrors. Let's go into the Qualdark for now. Alright, so with him, let's see here. So if this face-up monster is destroyed by battle or leaves the field, you can target 2 different monsters in the graveyard, crawlers, and special summon them in face-down defense. So that's nice for us. We get their effects later on. And then if you have 2 or more on the field, all monsters I control gain 300. 4 or more opponent's cards and effects can't be activated in the battle phase. And 6, your opponent's monster or your monster can attack directly. Alright, so let's go ahead. We will just enter battle phase here. Let's go ahead and attack over one of these. That way they can't actually exceed into his, or link into his own Qualdark. We still don't have any Tridangles in grave because he took our one, so we can't use that just yet. Ooh, Lair Wire. So that did get destroyed, so we should be able to activate our Qualdark's effect. Special summoning these 2 face down defense. Alright, push cards. Select cards you want to place in order from the left. Okay, sure. Oh, so I guess like you can like put them into whichever one you want, that way they don't know. Maturia Mantis. Okay, so his effect will activate. You can send one to the grave. I think Axon is a good one because you can destroy as well, and perhaps we can pop that back one. And then, yes. Oh, that's a card effect. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't even thinking. I'm dumb. I'm real big dumb. Alright, so we can add one to our hand. I should probably send this to the grave so I can special it back later. I already have one of those. Let's add a spine to our hand. I should not have sent those. This one I can send though. Like that'd be a good one to send. Send the ones that can't mess you up. I was dumb there. I didn't even think about it. Oh, we're legacy pawns. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Another do laning thing. I get that, but it doesn't help me at all. Just send those set face down, and we'll set this just for like bluffing. I suppose. Spine's gonna pop my monster, right? Yes, it is. But I get my... Do I get my effect or not? Or you just gonna... I don't get the effect of that? Ravager's effect I can add too. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll add a spine and we'll add a... Axon. And he can't actually attack over any of mine. Oh, he's gonna link though. Link 3? Into what? Naturia Landois. That's not good for me. This is gonna be spells. Monster effects. 2300. Okay. So I gotta get rid of this. Like ASAP. We'll go and we'll activate this. Face up. We're gonna have to keep going. I don't get to normal summon this turn now? Oh wait, no. That's just because I was looking at that. Okay, so what do we have going on for Link 3? I just want to look at this. 3 is gonna be 3 Tindangle monsters. I don't have a Tin... I have 2 Tindangles. What do they do? So flip, you can special summon 1 Tindangle base Gardener from your deck. If this card was flipped face up, your Tindangle monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. And then Angel is, you can special summon 1 flip monster from your hand or graveyard face down defense. Let's go ahead and we'll set this one first. I should have set these face down, to be honest. Yeah, that's all I got, really. I guess we could link into another Qualiar with these two, just to get him off the field. Is he... So he has to have spells in his hand to negate, so I guess that works out for me a little bit. And I already know what that is, because that is going to be the other one of these, right? Summoning 1. I feel like I should probably just get it into the grave, though, anyway. Oh, mama. Okay. Setting the spine. And negating my attack testo. Okay, so I don't have any Tindangles in grave, unfortunately, right now. I'm gonna have to get a couple in the grave, though, at some point. Alright, so we got Survivor. 1 Crawler. I wish I was playing Monarch right now. Oh, these are always bad times. Okay. We still can't use his Landois effect, so we still have that going for us. That's gonna suck, though, if he's gonna pop that. That's not nice. Okay. Okay, his effect should activate there, special summoning 2. So, what we got here? Spine will target 1 monster in the field and destroy it. So that could hit him. And then Receptor is going to target 2 to add to our hand. Or we can add 1 Crawler from deck to our hand. Okay. He's not going to attack. Okay. So I know for a fact, I don't believe he has a monster in his hand. I'm gonna say that now, but... So we should be able to flip these face up and destroy his Landois. Oh, of course he's gonna have something. Alright, so we got that Landois out of the way. At least that works for us. Now we can add 1 Crawler from our deck to our hand. We'll go ahead and we'll do that now. And how do we get this guy out? When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets his face-down monster, bibbidi bobbidi boo. He's like a giant guy that you can't get out, though. Like, I don't know how to get him out. Add the dendrite. I want to get rid of this, to be honest. Activate the top 5, add World Legacy card or a crawler, send the greatest to the graveyard, shuffle activate deck. You can not special monsters except for link monsters. Okay, so let's go ahead. Everything should be a link monster in my extra deck, right? It is. So we can just go ahead and activate that now. Give me something. Tindangle. World Legacy. We'll add the shadow to our hand. And then we can actually go into a third Polyarch with these two. And we haven't normal summoned yet. So we can use one of these if we wanted to. So, let's see here. If these flip face up, you can do stuff. Not gonna chain anything. Let's just go ahead. We will enter battle phase. I should have attacked. Oh, I guess I can attack over that now. We'll attack over that. Get it out of here. Main phase 2, we're going to activate the effect of Shadow. And we're going to special summon the Axon face down. And then we're going to set this one as well. And then we'll end our turn there. On to flip one. Oh, he's going to special that? Or no, he's shuffle that one. To flip it face down. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can survive here. We need to pop this guy. What is he gonna be doing? I don't even want you to do that. I'd rather you just pop him. We'll do that. We'll special Spine and Ravnir. Activating his own shadow. Maturia Beast, okay. Gains this effect so we can send one monster from the deck to the graveyard. We're gonna send the big boy. Yeah, we'll send big boy here. Main phase 2, he's gonna synchro summon into... Is that another Landois? Or he's gonna link summon into a Synapses. Okay. And that's gonna special the crawler. Spine. Alright, so we can flip this one. Alright, so when he gets into the grave, so if we flip some of this, we can chain that, right? No? Alright. So we're gonna send a big boy Tindangle to the grave. And then we can do... We'll flip some of the Axon here. Popping this. Because that's been doing lots of damage to us lately. And then we can flip summon our Spine, popping the Tindangle. Alright. Now let's see what we can do here. So we can go into our own Synapses here, so we can do... It can make up to 2 attacks per turn, which is good for us. And then Neurogus, which is going to be doubled. I guess this one's probably going to be our best bet right now. We'll use this one and this one. So that'll make it so we have more attack than this guy. Unfortunately, we can't attack over... We can't... Well, I guess we can attack into the Spine if we wanted to. We'll go ahead, we'll attack here first. no effect. We'll attack into this. Spine will probably pop this, yep. That will then activate its effect. And then we'll set this one, and then the big boy. I don't even know what this card does or why it came out, I'm gonna be honest with you. So why does this guy gain so much attack? I wanna know what that's going on. Why does he have 2700 defense? I don't like that. Main phase 2. We will set this. And I don't know what this card does. We don't control any Tindangle, so we'll go ahead and end our turn there. He only has one card though, and then no cards in hand. So hopefully we should be okay. Naturia, he can either link or special. Ooh, yeah, do that. I like that. Yes, we're gonna activate that. We're gonna pop yours. So he's gonna synchro summon here into what? Oh, he's blinking, sorry, blinking. He doesn't do another synapsis. Okay, I'm not worried about that at all. 21. Drop return. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We can flip summon this to add a Tindangle card to our hand. We'll go ahead and we'll do that. See what we can do with it. All these are just flipping stuff. We'll add that to our hand. Alright, so now let's see what we can do. We could attack with this if we wanted to. If only. We literally have 0 Subterra cards, so that doesn't help us at all. He can make 2 attacks, which is nice. Let's go ahead, we'll link into that first, using Spine and Axon. Boost him up. We can now go into attack position there. What do we have that we want to go into here? Nothing really, right? Because he's like literally the same attack. We can normal or set this if we wanted to. I guess we could special summon this if we wanted to, but I don't really see the need. Let's just go ahead and jump into battle phase, and we'll attack over this guy. For 200, bringing him down to 100. And he's not going to summon anything, so we win. Alright. I don't know why I didn't summon anything, but he did, so I'll take it. Ooh, we got through it. We got through it somehow. But you're going to see how much easier it is when we use our own deck. It's crazy how easy it is when we're using that Monarch deck. Kind of helps you get through it faster. Not have too many issues. Kind of why I don't want to use Monarchs when we go into rank, because I feel like it could be easy, but it could also be bad too, because we could brick. Pantheism into an Ash, it kind of would hurt. So does this a lot, actually. This is actually pretty gross. Tenacity could help us a lot, though, here, depending on what we got going on. We'll go ahead and we'll activate the Tenacity. Let's reveal a Mobius here. Mobius will add a Pantheism, because I don't really care about this escalation. And we're just going to go ahead and activate that right away, discarding our escalation. Get our 2 decent. Let's go ahead and we'll special summon our Mithra here. Give you a token, I suppose. We will activate our return. We do need to activate this, that way we can tribute off whatever you have. And I don't know if that's really considered getting sent to the grave by a card effect, because you are tributing. So I think we're just good to go ahead and summon over the top of this and our Mithra. And you shouldn't get any effects. We do get lots of effects though, so let's go ahead. We'll activate our Mithra first, getting an additional summon. That we're not gonna activate. No, this was supposed to add. That was supposed to add, not just. Well, that's awkward. That's nice. Let's go ahead. Ooh, an Aether, that's nice. Let's go ahead, we'll activate our Pantheism effect. Let's go ahead, we can reveal a Tenacity, and a... We're gonna be dumping a Pantheism at some point. Let's get this for negations effects, I guess. We'll reveal the Tenacity. Let's just go ahead and reveal the Aether. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. That's gonna get the Erupt. And I hate doing this, but I think if we activate this, it'd be good. And ooh, an Echuria. We'll go ahead and we'll summon this out. Right there. And then we can summon out our Kuras, distributing the Mithra. And we're gonna do Chainlink 1. I can't get the, we'll do Chainlink 1 Kuras, targeting this, targeting Kuras, and then Chainlink 2 the return to add to hand, and we're gonna add an Erebus here. Okay, and then he'll pop both of these, we'll both get a draw card, which is fine. Getting a domain, so we'll lock them out of their extra deck, set our Erupt there, and then we can just attack in for 28. And then as long as nothing crazy happens, we should be good. I kind of want to get a Ryza in my hand as soon as possible, though, just so I can start doing things, sending their set cards. Oh, that's not good. Nothing I can do about that. Ooh. Its original attack becomes 3,000, but its effects are negated until the end phase. That could be very problematic for me. I do need to actually activate this then, just because we need to get that Pantheism into the grave. We'll banish the escalation. Attributing this over the top of Mobius. So he'll gain 3,000. Aether's effect will activate, sending the Pantheism and the Prime. And we'll special summon a Ryza. Maybe you'll attack into the Ryza instead of the Aether, who knows? Nope, straight into that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get the Ryza back. Can't be a short battle with monsters that have 2,000 or more attack, okay? We can go ahead and activate Pantheism here. We'll do... What do we want to reveal here? Tenacity, we already have a domain. Stormforce. We don't have a domain, he popped it, I forgot about that. We will activate that, revealing the rights we're going to summon. We can actually just go ahead and chain this if we wanted, because we can banish from the grave. Let's go ahead and we'll banish a Tenacity Engrave that's already there. We already used all three of our Tenacities, that's insane. And then that can get us our... Okay. Stormforth here, we can activate the Stormforth to tribute off their monster. And so you can't be destroyed anyway. Tribute off these two for our Erebus. Erebus will dump, I think I have one more Pantheism in the grave, or in the deck. I do. And then I guess March. And then we'll send one of these back so he's down to 2. Attack for 28. So all we gotta do is attack one more time next turn and we should be good to go. One return there and we'll see what happens. We got a Pantheism in the grave, we got a Prime in the grave. We can reveal to grab another Stormforth if we need it. And we should be good to go. but he didn't even act or summon anything. So we're gonna play it safe, and we're just gonna see if we just summon, or if we just battle phase and attack, we should be good to go. Always forget that's gonna ask. We got it. All right, cool. We got out of that. Harvey's Feather Duster, man. He'll get you every time. All right, and we have officially completed the first half of this gate, and we got ourselves 4 Legacy Pack tickets, so we can actually use those at some point. So now if we go back here, this one should be actually open, right? It is, so new gates are available. So is this just one big gate, or is anything else open as well? Okay, so it's just that one gate left. It looks like everything else has been completed. So inside here, we're gonna be doing Mech Knights. All right. Well, we're gonna be going ahead and saving that for our next episode. So we're gonna go ahead and end it off here, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. Always was greatly appreciated. We are still on our way to that 1.5 thousand subscriber goal. That is all I've got for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this is Nate from the Script Academy, signing off for now. Peace out.